Well, I'm the Tea Mage, and welcome to Pollinator Week. This is my co-host Michael, who is also my husband, my very handsome husband, and
Aww.
he is going to be helping me make seed bombs today. Now, Pollinator Week is a week celebrated by an organization called Pollinator.org, and they're the ones who started it. And it's to educate about the pollinators we depend on to pollinate our crops. Pollinators are any animal or insect that spreads pollen between plants, and it helps our food grow, and our flowers and our food. So yeah, without pollinators, we would be very hungry. So in order to grow more food for the pollinators, we're going to make these handy and beautiful little balls of clay that contain wildflower seeds, and you can take these, they'll be dried out, and you can take them and spread them around places where you want to grow wildflowers. They also would make cool gifts. People will be like, oh wow, I got a ball of dirt, that's great. So what you need to make these are, you need wildflower seeds. And it's best to get some that are native to your area. So we're in Texas. I got this Texas-Oklahoma mixture. Has 30,000 seeds in here. I don't think we'll need all of these, but it has a wide variety of yarrow, bachelor's button, lemon mint, Texas bluebonnet,
baby
black-eyed Susan, all kinds, prairie clover. I also got some clay. Now, I've seen people use all kinds of clay. I just got the cheapest kind of modeling clay out there, you know, your basic clay. You can get like air dry clay, terracotta clay, any kind of clay.
Oh, you can get the colored kind.
And you need some compost. So I've already measured out 5 cups of compost in here. And we're gonna use a ratio of about 5 cups of compost to 2 or 3 cups of clay, and we're just going to guess on the serving of the clay, and about 1 cup of wildflower. Now you could do it by handfuls, 5 handfuls of compost, 2 handfuls of clay, and you know, 1 handful of wildflowers. You can change the recipe, just kind of try to keep the ratio the same. It doesn't have to be exact. Also, you want to have some kind of like wet paper towel to keep your clay moist when you're not working with it, so it doesn't accidentally dry out. I mean, we're not going to use all this clay, and we'll want to save the rest of it. Also, you'll want some water. We don't need this much water, but I just brought out just in case we need some water, some extra water to like pour on ourselves to keep us cool here.
Oh my gosh.
And what we'll do is mix these items together, and then pour in a little bit of water to mix it to the right consistency. So we don't want it to be too soupy, but we want it to stick together. See what I'm saying? And we'll knead it like dough. Wow. We're gonna make like a dough out of this. And you know, you can just roll it into a ball. We actually have this cool silicone mold for butterflies, so I thought that would be cool to see if we make them in the mold, if we don't have some pretty seed bombs to throw out.
Yeah, you could also use like the bath bomb molds.
You want to keep them pretty small though, about 1 inch. Once we make this mixture, we'll let it dry in the sun, and we'll show you that finished product. So let's start making. Just take. All right, and so I'm wearing gloves so that I don't get it all on me. All right, so just take some of this, start ripping it apart, and kind of break it into small little pieces and throw in the bucket.
It's like a cheese block.
Yeah. And we're just gonna guess on about 2 cups worth. Here, oh wow, it's ripping off now. So what's your favorite kind of pollinator, Michael?
Ooh, that's a good question. I do like the bees.
hummingbirds, and there's also something called honeybirds. They both are pollinators. They drink out of the flowers and they help spread the pollen. And hummingbirds are very symbolic of courage and healing, so I think that's a really good choice. I do like the bees too. Also, did you know bats are pollinators?
And then of course butterflies, and then moths.
Mm-hmm. Moths, that's right. And then also, did you know ants are pollinators?
Oh, I didn't know.
Sometimes you see ants crawling on the flowers.
Oh yeah.
And I got a cup. Now, should we show what we have so far?
Yes.
We're almost up to all.
Oh, that'd been great.
So we have in here the compost and the little pieces of clay in there. We're about to add in some seeds. So I'm gonna pour out about a cup of seeds.
Oh wow.
That's about all that's in there is a cup of seeds. Oh, it is the whole thing. I thought it was 2 cups. Anyways, so these are what the seeds look like.
Oh, they look
just very beautiful. All right. Now, it smells good too. Let's pour in a little bit of water, maybe about half a cup. There you go. That's good. And we'll just start, kind of mixing. Here, why don't you mix together? Now, how does that feel?
It feels like sandpaper.
Oh, it's rough, huh?
Yeah.
From the seeds or the compost?
I think a little bit of both. So making more water.
So, compost is poop. You're squishing the poops.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't poop.
It doesn't smell like poop, though.
That's good.
It smells good.
Look what you did.
But this is fun. And you know what? If you have little kids, they would love playing in this and squishing it for you.
That's true. They're like, oh, it's slime.
Oh, look at you just squishing it around. Now, if you do end up putting too much water, just add a little bit more compost to absorb that. Coming together.
Coming together. Whoa! Oh!
Alright.
Now this is like
that looks good.
This is a real consistency right here. I think like a lot of the clays been like really mixed in.
Yeah, you've gotten it to a really nice consistency. So
and I'm really surprised on how well it came together.
Why did you think my recipe would go wrong?
Well, I mean, what I remember seeing was completely different. So it's
now
like,
it does look like poop.
Yeah, it looks like cupcake.
It does. Very nice.
So if you literally just plopped it down like that, you'll be thinking, oh, somebody feed in the yard.
Now, if you don't want to use a mold, you just want to roll it into the ball, you're about done. Yeah. You just got to pinch off like a little piece, about an inch worth of this clay, and just roll it into a ball, and there you're done. All right, well, I'm going to just start smushing this into the mold. Oh, look at that, perfect.
So
good. This one might be a little big.
See, these are really cool things you can do before you go like on a hiking trip or go to the park to take with you. And the kids would love doing that.
Mm-hmm. Now, here's a tip on the balls. If you make them into 2 rounded balls and then you throw them on a hillside and they're hard, they're going to roll down the hill or wash down the hill. So you can, if you're going to put them on a hill, you kind of make them a little bit flatter.
Make them into a little pyramid.
Yeah, you could make them any shape really.
Oh, you can make them into like discs, like flying discs.
Yeah, and then you could throw them further.
Rolling the balls. We're making little seed bombs or seed pod launchers. Isn't it cool? You can see all the little seeds in there, and you can even see some of them sticking out. It's really cool.
Well, we are back from drying the seed balls, and they appear to be about ready. Now you really need to give about 24 hours for them to fully dry and cure, but it's been, I don't know, about 3 or 4 hours, and they seem to have dried a bit. So you can see they're kind of turning a lighter color. There's a little bit darker color there that still needs to dry out, but they're pretty durable and hard now. You can hear how heavy they sound when they hit. So what you can do is take these balls and throw them out onto the ground, wait for the rain. Now remember the butterflies are not fully dry because they were in these silicone molds and they're bigger. But look, I can just pop them out and let them dry the rest of the way. Aren't those pretty? Pretty butterfly ones. Okay. So I'm gonna cut these out. So look how many we made from just that little bit of seed and a little bit of compost and a little bit of clay. So our surprise is that we made some, with the additional clay, we made some little pollinator week figurines.
That's great.
Here's my bee, Mr. Bee. Isn't that cute?
That's
Looks sort of like a flying elephant.
I love it.
Yeah, and I put a heart on him for love. And this isn't quite dry yet, but I'm gonna leave it outside to dry. And Michael?
I don't know. I'm not sure what we can say about this little guy.
Oh, he's cute. What is it, a moth?
I'm not sure what it is anymore. I might have to do some more work on him.
Well, it definitely looks like a pollinator. Very cute. Well, they'll be part of our garden now.
Aw.
We can seal them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for joining us. And so I challenge you to make some seed bombs, seed balls, whatever you want to call them, for distribution in your local area for Pollinator Week. Or go to pollinator.org and download your free Pollinator Week